They called him Butterbean. Cute name. There was nothing cute about what happened when the bell rang. 350 pounds of pure, condensed violence, packed into a 5'10" frame that moved like it shouldn't be able to and hit like physics owed it a favor. Opponents didn't see the punches coming. They just stopped being conscious.
Good right hand by Butterbean. Clark trying to fight back. That's it. Here comes Butterbean in. Good right hand, left hand, down goes Jagen, hits his head hard. Fight is over. And they stop it. With only moments left to go in the first round.
Tonight, we're going back to the night the king of the 4-rounders stopped being a novelty act and became something else entirely. Something that ended fights before the crowd even finished cheering.
The crowd is roaring. Left-right combination. White is down and out of the...
Butterbean again begins to open up, and I think that hurt Burgoon. Burgoon is knocked out. He goes to a knee. I think that's the end of the fight.
Most likely got lucky out of the ring.
George Clark showed up at 238 pounds, brave enough to sign the contract, not brave enough to read the fine print.
And hang on to your hats. Here we go.
Bean walks out like he's late for lunch, and Clark's the appetizer.
Right hand by Butterbean in close. 12-man contest, Gabriel, where guys get in, fight 5 or 6 times a night.
2 knockdowns in under 2 minutes. Clark's legs filed for divorce.
5, 6. Clark trying to fight back. Butterbean digging to the body. Down goes Clark. Look at Butterbean. Look at the Bean walk across the ring.
It means business tonight.
Good right hand by Butterbean. Clark trying to fight back. That's it. Clark is down and out of the ring. Fight is over. And for the first time tonight, the crowd has a chance to stand and cheer.
Pat Jackson strolled in 1-to-1, the only guy dumb enough to actually throw hands with a human vending machine.
Buffalo Bills. And in truth, we thought that Myers outboxed Butterbean, but the Bean got a decision.
Jackson swings first, Bean swings heavier. Negotiations break down immediately.
He utilizes every inch of the ring, and he wishes it
For Butterbean, as you heard.
Butterbean tried to dig the body there now. Jackson stood up there.
And there is a little blood trickling also. We're in round 2. And they told Butterbean in between rounds, very good crowd. And they are into this fight. Good right by Butterbean. He may have hurt Jackson.
Bean walks him down like a repo man. Ropes become Jackson's only friend.
Now Jackson is just kind of in a survival mode. He's not punching much. I don't think he has much on the punch. He's just out there. Hold on. Good body work by Butterbean. That's the
touching the body, then go upstairs. Now he's uppercutting.
The interesting thing, Dave, is he hasn't really hurt Jackson that much with these punches. It's just that
Jackson's gassed, hanging on. Then the ref gets clipped by Bean's follow-through and hits the floor himself. Referee down, dignity down. Jackson's corner throws in the towel before round 4.
Unfortunately, he walks into the best punch of the fight. At the end of the round, separating the fighters. And referees cannot protect themselves. I don't think that Terry Wood would have been too close to the action.
He doesn't have to ref anymore.
Lewis, the facelifter, Monaco, walked in 1-0, and bodybuilder jacked, about to get an involuntary facelift himself. Bell rings. 3 seconds later, Monaco's on the floor.
He will race across the ring and attempt to get Monaco down quickly.
Butterbean may end up having some longer tough man fights.
Monaco trying to work the jab on the inside. He busted Butterbean. He's got a bodybuilder's physique. Just the opposite.
Final right hand sends him unconscious under the bottom rope. Ref doesn't even bother counting.
There goes Monaco. And I mean, there he goes. Well, that does it. Hit him a lot during the tough man contest.
William Harris rolled in at 4-6, a journeyman hunting for the win of his life. Wrong night, wrong Bean.
His punches are wide. Trying to jab him and stand the outside.
Bean walks him backward like a bulldozer with hooks attached. Harris trades and instantly regrets it.
Harris has to throw those body punches. It's like he doesn't even... One is
fight in the first round. Then came out, found with Mike Tyson for a minute to go here in round number 2. As Butterbean trying to chase along with Gabriel Ellis, joined by Christopher Penn here.
Trapped on the ropes, Harris eats combinations like it's an all-you-can-take buffet.
Slowing Butterbean down. He's on the defensive,
Getting into the movies a little bit and fighting on TV a lot.
the born star. He seems like a nice guy.
He was a famous bodyguard for a long time. Used to be Leon Spitz. Gourmet dinner. Harris nearly came through right on top. Halfway through round 4, and this could be a real...
Harris keeps swinging back out of pure stubbornness, but he's basically just standing there absorbing punishment now. Referees had enough and steps in to stop it.
And Jose Colby stops the fight. Oh, wow, with 10 seconds to go in the bout. Man, not everybody's happy with that.
In the blue corner, Butterbean.
Shawn Jagen showed up in 1996, another name on Bean's speed dial list of quick paydays.
And 6 of his 8 bouts have landed in the first, and he comes out and lands. Torn the tricep. He fought William Harris in Beverly Hills, California. Good right hand by Jagen. Parity in the look of 2 fighters' bodies, and Bean is opening up. Jagen trying to answer back.
One right hand lands and Jagen's brain files for early retirement. Bean doesn't wait around, follows up immediately.
Out of Overland Park, Kansas, and he may want to take the first plane back.
Second shot puts him flat on the canvas. Count finishes over a man who isn't getting up.
Here comes Butterbean in. Good right hand, left hand, down goes Jagen, hits his head hard. Fight is over. And Butterbean has returned to the ring wars with a first round KO.
Butterbean!
223 pounds of reach and hope versus 322 pounds of bad intentions. Curt Allen really thought range would save him.
Has the fans behind him, and Butterbean goes right to work, straight at him. Curt Allen. I don't think he's a good boxer, but he's a brawler. So the fight plan for...
Allen tries the boxing thing, jabbing and retreating. Bean just keeps closing the gap like an unpaid debt collector.
In the past.
Good right hand by Bean.
Is a bean that is like candy. But he certainly did with James Baker. There's a good right hand. Again from
Michael Carbajal to successfully defend his title.
Allen lands a few jabs, feels good about himself for a second, then gets cut off against the ropes again.
So he saw Butterbean when he was fighting game. There's a good right hand from Butterbean, and another one from Butterbean.
Oh, good right hand by Butterbean. That one stung.
Puts that head, chin up in the air. Again, Butterbean, a 4-round bout. What many of these fighters need.
Player in the National Hockey League, a very tough guy.
Oh.
By the name of Marty McSorley. Allen using that.
Oh. Yeah, he knows he has the power.
By Butterbean in close.
Butterbean, they want him to corner up. Curt Allen, Mauricio Pastrana, the new champion. Downstairs to the body.
Let go.
Right underneath the outstretched arm of Allen, but that was a nice
Bean
uppercut.
really putting his weight in these punches now. There's a good combination from Allen.
But Allen's landing all the shots in there, except for that right. Oh, look out. There goes Butterbean.
Legs go, ropes catch him. Bean unloads. J80 mercifully calls it at 256. Nobody even knows which punch did it. They just know it was over.
As Eric S. Butterbean goes to work, he's got Allen between the ropes, in trouble. J80 gets between the two and stops the fight.
Wow.
Not the easiest of victories for Butterbean. He had some problems for 2.5 rounds, but then when he got his man cornered, he let him have it.
Yeah, he took a...
He is Butterbean.
Ken Wood signed up for a rematch against a guy who already put him to sleep once. Bold or concussed.
Survive, and he's got a little pride. He wants to try to win.
Sit up a little bit. I'm not sure Woods is in such a big hurry to do that. Good right to the midsection. Good left jab by Butterbean. Woods comes back with a
Woods
left.
tries the run away and hope strategy, circling and tying up like he's stalling for a bus that isn't coming.
First round, rather handily. And he scores with the left.
Get the angle to punch.
And Woods just scores off a couple of combinations. Well, Butterbean right now, surprisingly.
One right hand later, Woods' lights go out for the second time in his career against the same man.
Anyway. Oh, good right, he goes down. Tremendous right by Butterbean. Whoa! Closely at Woods. He seems to have regained consciousness and
into the ring. There was no chance of him even getting up.
Ed knew Jack White stood 6 feet 6 inches with an 81-inch reach and a spotless record until physics disagreed with his life choices.
He actually wanted to enter the tough man competition, and they wouldn't let him enter unless he was working right hand by White. He lands another one, and now Bean starts unloading on Ed White.
Yeah, he just comes pouring in.
White actually boxes, jabbing from a safe distance. Bean just absorbs the shots like they're compliments and keeps trudging forward.
Back into the ropes. Ed White coming forward. Butterbean.
Well, the height.
Well, you might think about just banging that body by White. And Butterbean is being hit and tattooed by those right hands of White.
White's with a bit of a Buster Douglas look to him, doesn't he?
Nice left hook by Butterbean. He's got his mouth open.
Oh, big.
Nice between rounds. Really gets caught the left hook. Butterbean goes down inside. New York, he was badly cut in that fight, although he came on to... Good left hook by Butterbean.
White's hands drop, chins wide open. Bean spots the gift and cashes it in with a knockdown.
Bean trying to suddenly punch him, and he does there with a right hand, and down goes White, and down goes Joe Cortez, the referee.
White gets up, still wobbly. Bean traps him on the ropes, throws one more, and sends him flying halfway out of the ring.
Left-right combination. White is down and out of the ring. Fight is over. And another cut developed on the face of Butterbean beside.
Well, once again, he gives us everything we want for the first round, but he comes through with a sterling performance.
Referee Joe Cortez calls a halt to the bout.
Troy Roberts came in 8'11", taller than Bean, and probably taller on Hope too. Height doesn't cash checks in this ring.
A lot of time around him at various charity events, and he's just a delightful man. It feels the way to beat Butterbean, and it is the way, as if 6 months.
No, he has been. He has one round of boxing in his last 15 months. That was a January 16th.
Roberts jabs and slides. Bean just herds him toward the ropes like cattle that hasn't figured out the fence yet.
Involved in tough man competitions, but he weighed 400 pounds.
Against Butterbean, and then his power ends up echelon of the heavyweight division. Roberts beforehand, and so far in this first round,
Roberts has been in against Joe Hip.
Better. So Roberts had his moments early on in his career.
With Al Bernstein on ESPN2's Friday Night Fights, Corey Seaman the 4-rounders, and there are the numbers from round 1
by 8. So in my mind, I had him at 10 rocked Roberts, at least.
Troy Roberts is from Campbell River and British Commissions for sockeye and herring. And he's
Roberts fires back, gets brave, clinches for survival instead. That's not a boxing strategy. That's a hug for mercy.
Now Roberts is in trouble because he's against
in the show and brawl.
If it's enough to get the round, but
this time out on ESPN2's
kind of knocked Roberts off balance. And there's one that's a little better. And that's Roberts in trouble.
Bean corners him fast, drops a right hand. Joe Cortez calls it at 0:41. Quick, clean, no drama, no chance.
Just like that, Butterbean turns it on and gets his 39th win and his 30th stoppage. The king of the 4-rounders keeps his title.
11 of 16 power shots.
So Butterbean picks up his 39th win, his 30th.
Patrick Graham stepped up to challenge the champ at 5-3-1. Respectable resume, terrible timing. This was title defense number whatever for Bean. Graham boxes smart from range early, but Bean isn't interested in a chess match. He closes the distance and starts collecting rent.
Good left hook. We have about a minute left to go here in round one. Good hook by Graham. Huge beginning by Butterbean. Graham has held his own.
Bean lands a thunderous right, drops him. Graham survives the count, but spends the rest of the round just clinching and praying.
Right hand sends Graham to the 10 count. Butterbean looking to finish things off, lands a right and a left. Well, he may make it through round two.
One more monster right hand sends Graham flying clean through the ropes and onto the floor outside the ring.
Big right hand, and that is it. That is probably going to be the end of this fight. It should be. Thunderous right hand sends Patrick Graham.
Peter the Hurricane McNeely, famous for lasting 89 seconds against Tyson, decided to test his luck against something even less forgiving.
Let's see what happens. Butterbean easy to hit with the jab or anything else for that matter, but he's already well. Peter McNeely is not boxing.
McNeely boxes and even lands a few hooks. Briefly looks smart, immediately drops that plan for a straight-up brawl.
McNeely throwing the left hook. Best punch. Butterbean lands a couple of big shots in
Peter McNeely trapped on the ropes, eating uppercuts. Still standing, but not fighting back. Referee Jay Nady stops it with 1 second left.
Butterbean, this one might not go too much longer. And they stop it. With only moments left to go in the first round, Butterbean is the winner. Peter McNeely just didn't do too much.
Butterbean.
Tim Burgoon, Tijuana's unlucky booking of the night, just wanted to go the distance. Nobody informed him that wasn't a real option here.
And Butterbean in the colors of Mexico and the United States of America. And an early beginning for and then you take a look at Butterbean getting the crowd riled.
Burgoon jabs early, then gets cornered and starts eating hooks.
Butterbean in the trunks with the American flag and the colors of Mexico. So there it is. Here's the exchange. Waving that right hand, and he throws a wild.
Bean drops him with a right hand. He beats the count, but wobbles right back in. Ref stops it at 2:28.
Butterbean again begins to open up, and I think that hurt Burgoon. Burgoon is knocked out. He goes to a knee. I think that's the end of the fight. I think it was a big right hand that froze Burgoon, and that was it. Burgoon spits out his mouthpiece. He still doesn't know where he is.
Kenny the Raven Craven, a Mississippi favorite with a decent right hand, stepped up on the biggest stage of his career. Wrong stage, wrong opponent.
The other guy out, 5 have ended in him getting knocked out.
Well, it's not likely we're going to be going to the judges' scorecards on this one.
The jab by Craven. Now you can hit him. He smiles and says, hey, come on, let's get in the fight. Comes after, hits him in the body a few times, and Craven...
Bean presses immediately, pins him on the ropes, mixes hooks and uppercuts until Craven's just covering up and hoping.
Punches using his own quickness. But this could be disaster.
Yep, and it looks like it's going to be if Bean keeps pinning him against the ropes and landing those shots. But it's creating kind of big right hand by...
Pretty much ignoring it, throwing all head punches.
Oh, and he's landed. And it's dangerous to be in there because those short little punches by Butterbean are very punishing. And now he's got Craven hooked.
Craven's still fighting back.
A clean right hand drops him. He beats the count, but can't hold it together. Referee waves it off at 1:55.
Still punching back, but I don't know how long this one's going to go. Jay Nady says that's enough. Some of the fans not happy with the stoppage of that fight. I think it was...
Butterbean charges in, drops Terminator Lindbergher with one brutal left hook. Fight over at 0:19 before he even finished his entrance music.
Ultimately, of course, he's fighting.
Whoa! It didn't take long. Oh, it didn't take long for Butterbean to score. I don't think he's with us. That's it. He's out. On his feet, he's out.
I am mad because he told him he was going to take care of business. I don't know how quickest knockout I've ever seen. Has to be the likely got lucky.
That's the scary side of Butterbean. Quick, brutal, and merciless. And here is a question. If Mike Tyson and Butterbean fought a 4-round match, who wins? Like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell for more.